Very good morning to one and all. I would request everyone to kindly take their seats. As we take the onus of proceeding with the Ahmedabad International Literature Festival 2022, the 7th edition, we have a very interesting session lined up our sleeves. We bring together two very interesting topics, literature and tourism. Gorgeous Gujarat, Adbhut Paryatan Sthal, Sanskrati or Santhayen. Literary tourism is an umbrella term that celebrates reading culture. The idea is to visit places around the world that have been featured in your favorite fictional novels. After a very interesting session, we will be now proceeding towards the next session. We ensure you that the next session will also be equally entertaining and interesting. Is an umbrella term that celebrates reading culture. I would now kindly request everyone to take their places. Please be seated so that we can begin with our next session. The idea is to visit places around the world that have been featured in your favorite fictional novels. An even larger form of literary tourism dedicates travel to indulging in pristine, book-ridden venues or even the homes of classic authors. Literary tourism exists since the classical era. Influenced by Herodotus and his work, Histories, many rich Greeks and Romans traveled up the Nile. Over the centuries, literary works by other authors have stimulated their readers to travel, and many locations have been associated with important authors. Gujarat is one of the most diverse states owing to its geographical civilization and to the Mughal period. Gujarat's endless journey from roots to wings is timeless, with historical and cultural traditions glorifying the state. Aptly shot to fame with the tagline Khushbu Gujarat Ki, Gujarat is a real confluence of culture and unexplored destinations. To help us cross the boundaries of cultural and literature studies and understand literary tourism, I would like to call upon the stage our esteemed panelists for the session, Dr. Subhas Brahmbhatt, Ms. Pauravi Joshi, and Ms. Tejal Vasavada. I welcome you all on the stage. Dr. Subhas Brahmbhatt is the president of Association of Indian College Principals, is an ex-principal of HK Art College. Sir is a prominent orator in the field of education. He's a scholar of culture, heritage of India. He has an in-depth knowledge of the cultural, historical, and archaeological monuments. Sir has acted and directed in more than 100 dramas and many documentaries, and has even acted in the films like Beyar and Thai Jashe. Ma'am Pauravi Joshi is a costume and fashion designer popular amongst the audience for her work in movies like Bauna Vichar, Union Leader, and Beyar. One of the most experienced and industrious professionals in the field, Ms. Pauravi is mostly known for her involvement in the Gujarati cinema and theatre. Her notable contribution in the industry came as producer of many plays and films. I would now like to introduce Ms. Tejal Vasavada. Ma'am is coordinator at Indo-American Education Society as well as state vice president of Gujarat Skill Development Council. Ma'am has also worked for companies like GHCL, Tata Teleservices, Aegis, Ace Infoway, and Helen O'Grady. She has completed her course in film production and management and has also produced 3 short documentaries. Success-driven and with a flair for efficiency, Ma'am is known for thriving in dynamic and high-pressure environments, a solo traveler and a seeker for new cultural and literary experiences. Thank you. I would now, without much ado, I would now hand over the mic and the session to the esteemed guests. Thank you.
Thank you, Nirali, and namaskar. A very good afternoon. And on behalf of Ahmedabad International Literature Festival, I, Tejal Vasavada, welcome you all to this wonderful session. So, backbenchers ko main aage bula sakti hu, and then maybe we can have, jitne kam utna zyada acha, discussion ho sakta hai. So, if you are comfortable, maybe you all can come in front, so that hame bhi aisa lage ki hamare saath log jude hue hain. Lovely, thank you so much, appreciate it. So, Gujarat. ગરવી ગુજરાત. જય જય ગરવી ગુજરાત. ગુજરાતનું નામ પડે એટલે એક છાતી તો ફૂલે, ગદગદ ફૂલે. હે ને? And why not? Because number of people, number of places, the kind of languages, કદાચ અતિશયોક્તિ ના કરું તો ગુજરાતી ભાષા સર એક જ છે મેમ, પણ એને કેવી રીતે બોલવી, એના ઢબ કયા છે એ અલગ અલગ છે. First of all, are we all comfortable in Gujarati or should we go in English and Hindi? English and Hindi, okay. All right. So far I said that the moment Gujarat, word struck, we feel great, we feel pride. And why not? Because the kind of people, the kind of places, the kind of history, the kind of literature, the kind of the language that we have Gujarati as in one language, but there are way of speaking, there are way of talking on that particular language. So that's the best experience. અને મને ગુજરાતી હોવાનું ગર્વ છે. I feel great. પેરિસમાં રાતના 12 વાગે હું એરપોર્ટ પર, I was in airport Paris. In European countries and most of outside, 12 to 4 airports don't work. They are not operational. So when I was there, only one Gujarati family and I and homeless people, they were there. And we had gathias and khakras. So that's what Gujarat is all about. And that's what Gujarati tourism is all about. Because wherever you go, mind it, wherever you go, you will find Gujarati. हाल तो आप आमनो आवतो रे. अगर आप माथेरान में होंगे, लोनावला में होंगे, कोची में होंगे, आप पेरिस में होंगे या तो बुडापेस्ट में होंगे, आवाज आएगी ही आएगी. ये हम नो तो रहे. And you feel like आज जम्मू कश्मीर अगर आप जाएंगे तो बोलेंगे कि सर प्लीज आ जाया करो, गुजरात से ही हमारा बिजनेस चलता है. क्योंकि हमारी जो प्रजा है, हम लोग जो हैं, हम घूमने के शौकीन हैं, हम नई नई चीजों को एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए शौकीन हैं. 12 महीने का बजट बना के रखते हैं बस गुजरात टूरिज्म के लिए, इससे बड़ी बात कोई नहीं हो सकती. सो ये पूरा जो सेशन है हमारा गुजरात टूरिज्म पे हम डेडिकेट करते हैं. बहुत ही अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं. लेकिन सुभाष सर और पूर्वी मैम के साथ में अंदर बैक स्टेज डिस्कस कर रहे थे. देयर आर फ्यू पॉइंट्स जो हम शायद यहाँ पे डिस्कस करके एक पॉलिसी के तौर पे हम अगर सजेस्ट करें तो हम हमारे गुजरात टूरिज्म को थोड़ा और एक पुश दे सकते हैं. आप सब हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. आप सबको सुभाष सर और पूर्वी मैम का इंट्रोडक्शन मिल चुका है. इन दोनों को इंट्रोडक्शन की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. अगर आपको कहीं डीमार्ट में जाएंगे मिलेंगे तो हेलो जाके डेफिनेटली बोल दीजिएगा, एक सेल्फी ले लीजिएगा. दे बोथ आर सेलिब्रिटीज. So with this, I would like to start and begin, my question answer round. We'll start with Subhash sir first, Puri ma'am. Wonderful. कुत्ते पे जब सस्सा आया तो बादशाह ने एक शहर बसाया. बहुत कॉमन है. So तुम लोगों ने खबर पड़ी गई है. We are talking about Ahmedabad, right? Let's begin with Ahmedabad when it comes to Gujarat. Subhash sir, the first question to you is, आपको क्या लगता है अहमदाबाद को हेरिटेज का टैग क्यों दिया गया?
Very important and very genuine question. But before I answer, I would love to share few things about Dr. S.K. Nanda sir. S.K. Nanda sir is very much here, and he is a promoter of Gujarati culture and Gujarati tourism. And during his tenure, we have done a wonderful program at the Modhera Sun Temple. And that festival started by him. And really, we are celebrating every year Modhera Sun Temple. Sir, thank you very much.
बहुत जोरदार
You
तालियां हो
being
जाए
a
सर
IAS
के लिए.
officer, you have an insight, sir. And that's why Gujarati culture and tourism is promoted. Madam, very well question was asked by you that why Ahmedabad has a tag of World Heritage City. It's too late to declare World Heritage City. It's too late. Actually, before 50 years back, this should have happened because અમદાવાદ એ આંતરરાષ્ટ્રીય દ્રષ્ટિએ ભારતના બંધારણને it proves the constitution of India that India is a homogeneous country and the city is two. Because how this foundation stone was laid by Ahmad Shah on the bank of the Sabarmati river. You'll be surprised to know that today Ahmedabad on the east side, if you just cross the Alice Bridge and you will find Manek Buraj.
Yes.
On the base of the Manek Buraj, Ahmad Shah himself put the Ganesh Puja. Then he laid the foundation stone along with the 12 Babas and 4 Pavitra Ahmads. Can you believe? But the simile of the Hindu and Muslims were there when the foundation stone was laid by the Ahmad Shah. So, this is a culture city because Ahmad Shah was the Muslim. He was having 4 pious Ahmads. Along with that, 12 Babas were there. They all were Hindu saints. And he sought the permission from the Manek Nath, who allowed Ahmad Shah to build city on the bank of the Sabarmati river. Second thing, Ahmedabad has a number of poles. And if you go and visit, each and every pole has their own temple. Beautiful temples with the miracle marbles. Because if you put light here, you will shade different shades on the surface of the stone. That kind of miracle marbles are there in the number of temples in the pole area. Second thing, the community-wise, Hindus are there, Jains are there, Parsis are there, Zoroastrians are there, and along with Yahudis are staying there, and Muslims too.
Absolutely.
Right? So, આપણે જેને બિન સાંપ્રદાયિક સિટી કહીએ ને, બિન સાંપ્રદાયિક સિટી, that is what Ahmedabad is. And one more important feature is the beautiful Sarsanic characteristics of Islamic architecture in Ahmedabad. Architects जो थे, जो designer थे, they were the Muslims. But who were the sculptors? They all were Hindu sculptors because they were having number of experiences by year-wise to build temples. And temples, architects have rebuilt their mosque, their minars, their minarets, and they have carved different kind of jali like Sidi Sayyadni jali.
Wow.
Right? So Ahmedabad is a cosmopolitan cultural city. So far as architecture is concerned, population is concerned, and beautification is concerned. But unfortunately, we are not taking care of those beautiful architecture because it is a World Heritage City. James Burgess has visited, sir. Nanda, sir. James Burgess has visited Ahmedabad and he mentioned about the Rani Sipri's Mosque of Ahmedabad near Astoria Darwaja. He said it's a precious stone sets in the silver sea. He mentioned like that. સોનાની રિંગમાં એક હીરો જડ્યો હોય ને એ રીતે એણે આ મસ્જિદના વખાણ કર્યા છે. Very thin minarets are there and highly carved mosque. If you see the flowering patterns अहमदाबाद में होने वाले या तो कश्मीर के सारे फ्लावर्स की डिजाइन रानी सिप्री की मॉस्क में कर्व्ड है. It has been carved from the flowers of Kashmir in Ahmedabad. And it is in stone. That is very important. Highly carved. Who has carved? All were Hindu sculptors. But the architect was Muslims. So see this combination. There wasn't any problem between two communities. And people have enjoyed for these several years together. That is the beauty of Ahmedabad. And it is a Sarsanic architecture. If you go at different minarets, if you just come out from the railway station of Ahmedabad, and if you see on the left side, there are shaking minarets. This is one and unique example of the world. There is no other shaking minarets in any part of the world. It is only Ahmedabad is having shaking minarets. If you just raise and push the whole pillar, automatically that vibrations will pass on to another pillar, the tower, and it will get shaked. That is the unique feature of the world. And it is an engineering skill. It was not automatic. It was not by an accident. It is an engineering skill made by the Gujarati artisans.
Absolutely.
That is the beauty of Ahmedabad.
Absolutely.
So that's why Ahmedabad is known as the World Heritage Site. But we should take care of each and every monuments of this city.
Very
Yes,
true, very true. I think વિચક્ષણ વ્યક્તિ કે જેને આટલું બધું અનુભવ હોય અને આટલું બધું પારદર્શિતાથી અને એક વિઝન સાથે જોયું હોય એ જ વ્યક્તિ આવી વાત કરી શકે. Thank you so much for this, sir. Purvi ma'am, I would like to start with this question and then I would request Subhash sir also would answer this. Since he has set the mood કે આપણે કેવી રીતે આપણું કલ્ચર કેવી રીતે સાંપ્રદાયિકતા અને બધાની આપણે જ્યારે વાત કરતા હોઈએ છીએ. How have you traveled Gujarat? What do you think? So I won't ask that where all have you traveled in Gujarat, but how have you traveled Gujarat?
Thank you so much for having me here. मैं एक तो पहले अभी जिस जगह पे बैठी हूँ वहाँ पे मुझे बहुत प्राउड फील हो रहा है कि ये मेरे सर हैं. एज एन इंडियन कल्चर मैं सब्जेक्ट उनके साथ पढ़ी थी. आई हैव बॉर्न एंड ब्रॉट अप इन अहमदाबाद. सो बहुत सारी चीज़ें अहमदाबाद की जो थी जो हमारे लिए मिरेकल हमने उन्होंने हमें दिखाया वो हमने उनकी नज़रों से देखा. और आज मैं फिर से वो जैसे ट्रैवल कर रही थी. रही बात गुजरात को ट्रैवल करने की, तो शूटिंग की वजह से मैं ज़्यादा ट्रैवल करती हूँ. तो जैसे जैसे फिल्मों में जो कोई सॉन्ग शूट होता है या हमको कहीं शो करने के लिए जाना पड़ता है तो उस वक्त हम लोग उस सिटी को एक्सप्लोर करते हैं. तो हमारे डायरेक्टर्स को और हमारी टीम को, हमारे क्रू मेंबर्स को हम पहले से बोल देते हैं कि एक दिन ऐसा फ्री रखना कि इस सिटी में आए हैं तो वो देख के जाएंगे. जैसे हमने एक फिल्म सॉन्ग किया था, हमारी फिल्म थी शर्तों लागू. उसमें हम लोग ने एक सॉन्ग शूट किया मांडवी के बीच पे. पहली बार मैंने वो बीच देखा, मुझे लगा कि अभी मुझे स्विट्ज़रलैंड जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. इतना क्लीन एंड नीट और क्या, तब मुझे लगा कि यार मैं तो कुछ घूमी ही नहीं. और उस वक्त उसमें कास्ट थे मल्हार ठाकर एंड दीक्षा जोशी. और वहाँ पे मैं एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रही थी कि कुछ था नहीं हमारे पास, तो मुझे वहीं से कपड़े अरेंज करने थे. कच्छ में थे तो उसी बहाने आसपास में घूमी, वहाँ से थोड़े कॉस्ट्यूम्स और कपड़ा बाय किया। फिर वाइट एंड वाइट, बीच में सब लोग बोल रहे थे कि बीच का सॉन्ग है और आप वाइट कलर यूज़ करें। मैंने कहा आप देखो पहले। फिर जो फ्रेम्स बने थे कि वाइट टी शर्ट के ऊपर हमने उनको वाइट शर्ट पहनाया, नीचे ब्लू जीन्स था, और तो भी पूरा जो माहौल बन रहा था उस वक्त, तो वहीं से हमको पता चला कि नहीं नहीं, हमारे पास गुजरात में ऐसी बहुत सारी जगह है जहाँ पे हमको एक्सप्लोर करना है। एज एन प्रोड्यूसर मुझे लगा कि मैं एक बार 10-15 दिन की छुट्टी लेके सर के पास बैठ जाऊं और उनको बोलूं अभी मुझे लिस्ट बताओ, मुझे कहाँ कहाँ घूमना है और कौन से शूटिंग फ्रेंडली प्लेसेस है फॉर माय कंसर्न। क्यों मुझे अभी है ना, दिन में मैं सोते जागते मेरे दिमाग में वही आता है कि एक्ट्रेस को कौन से कपड़े पहनाए, कहाँ से परचेज करें और कौन सी जगह पे शूट करें। तो बहुत सारी जगह ऐसी भी है। जूनागढ़ में हम लोग गए थे, अभी हमने मोंगी मीरात मोडासा सीएम साहब का जो लास्ट वाला इवेंट था वो किया, तो मोडासा घूमे। तो ऐसी बहुत सारी जगह है। जूनागढ़ में गए, अभी 75th अपना अमृत महोत्सव चल रहा है, तो हर महीने 3-4 ट्रिप रहती है। तो बहुत सारी जगह ऐसी हैं कि एक बार बैठ के पॉइंट आउट करना पड़ेगा कि ये नोट डाउन करना है कि ये अभी बाकी रह गए हैं, उसको पहले निपटाना है। और बहुत अच्छे लोग भी मिलते हैं उसमें साथ साथ।
सो माइंडेड द यंगस्टर्स, मैं आपको बोलना चाहूँगी क्योंकि આજનો ગુજરાતી યુવા ધન, आई वुड से मुंबई, दिल्ली, બેંગ્લોર, પરદેશની પરદેશ જઈને પોતાનું ભવિષ્ય બનાવે છે, પણ કદાચ ગુજરાતમાં પણ, but this is what I have observed, that people from outside, the out states, they come to Gujarat and they don't want to go back. You know, be it Rajkot, be it Baroda, be it Surat, be it Ahmedabad. I have n number of people. Nanda sir. Uma sir, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely. So this is what, as you rightly mentioned, कि हमारे गुजरात में भी इतना धन है, इतना है कि हमें शायद बाहर जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Especially when the costume designer herself, when she says this, so I think it's a great achievement. Thank you so much. Subhash sir, the same question for you, that how have you traveled Gujarat?
Gujarat is a unique place. So far as the geographical condition is concerned, the biggest seashore Gujarat is having. Second thing, Gujarat is having beautiful rivers, right? And Narmada is the great example. Tapi is the example. Sabarmati river is one of the another example. Second thing, Gujarat is having mountains. Arvalli and Saputara are very known. Once upon a time, Mount Abu was a part of Gujarat, but after 1960, it has been divided. Yeah, yes, right. So, yeah, Gujarat is a unique, having unique characteristics. Second thing, आप अगर देखें तो गुजरात में एनिमल्स भी कितने सारे हैं, और उसके बाद भी देखें आप तो गुजरात में हिस्टोरिकल साइट्स अगर देखी जाए तो देयर आर नंबर ऑफ हिस्टोरिकल साइट्स. आप नहीं मानेंगे सर, ओनली इन अहमदाबाद देयर आर मोर देन 300 मॉन्यूमेंट्स. 300 मॉन्यूमेंट्स ओनली इन अहमदाबाद. वर्थ विजिटिंग प्लेसेस आर देयर इन अहमदाबाद. Another very important thing is कि if you look at the Girnar, see, now it has been developed as the major tourist spot. But what about Pavagadh? Pavagadh is a combination, right? ऊपर महाकाली है और नीचे आप देखेंगे तो it is also World Heritage Site जैसी 7 मस्जिदें हैं. Beautifully they have been carved. Beautifully it has been carved. If you go to Baroda, yeah, that is what I am telling you. गिरनार के जंगल में देखिए आप, क्या लायंस है और क्या ब्यूटी है उधर. Not only that, અમે એક રાત કોઈ નેસડામાં વિતાવો. You stay one night in one nesda in Gujarat. You will enjoy like anything. Yeah, yes, right. 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 Nesda means a very primitive place where you can stay under the tree and you can sleep there. And at the midnight you can listen the roaring of lions and all those things. That will be a wonderful experience. Second very important thing is if you look at the aerial view of Gujarat, Gujarat has number of airports, Gujarat have number of industries, Gujarat have a number of beautiful roadsides, and beside that, big cities are there. If you start from Valsad, Surat, Bharuch, Baroda, Ahmedabad, go to Mehsana, Palanpur, and in Saurashtra, Rajkot, Junagadh, Valsad. I told first Valsad, yeah. And beside those all small towns even, they are beautiful. So Gujarat is really highly lovable state of India, right?
Undoubtedly. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Other states of India
Yeah.
is a combination of 4 factors: mountains and hills, desert, coastline,
Yes, sir.
and rich agricultural zone.
Very true.
Very true.
It is not there in Rajasthan, it's not there in Odisha, it's not there in Bengal.
Very true.
Bengal doesn't have a desert.
Yeah.
Very true.
Odisha doesn't have a desert.
Beautiful desert we have. Yeah.
We have
Yes.
got a desert because I have been collector of Palanpur, I know. Badmer, and we go still till Pakistan point.
Yes. Yes.
We used to go on camels.
Yeah.
So we have gone the camels and the wind blast will be so high that my cars is to get subdued under the sand dunes. My car literally within 4 hours, if you park your car, within 4 hours of wind, the car will be completely, windscreen will be over.
Oh.
So this much of wind comes. And one of the reasons why we have got Ganda Bawal is because of the fact that that becomes a breaker of these winds. Therefore, it helps to keep the run in the run side. Otherwise, all these 3 districts of Mehsana, Patan and Banaskantha would have been completely white carpet.
White carpet. Yeah.
Very true. Very true. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nanda sir, and thank you so much, sir, for this beautiful answer. Pauravi ma'am, the question for you again, I'm coming back to the same, the examples that you gave. So I was traveling for the teachers workshop for Muslim Association in Sidhpur. Now when we went there, it was a school and they were like overwhelmed that somebody from, some American, I took our American officer there. So they said that, do you have some time? Can we show you, some places? And we are like, yeah, that's all right if we reach around 11:30, 12 in Ahmedabad, because Gujarat is very safe. This is one more important part. And please, big round of applause. Anybody outsider, anybody visitor, any tourist, Gujarat is the safest place. आप 3 बजे लड़की को बैकलेस पहन के नवरात्रि में अकेली एक्टिवा पे देख सकते हो, वो जहाँ पे वो खेल के जा रही है, वो सिर्फ गुजरात में हो सकता है, especially अहमदाबाद में हो सकता है. Okay, coming back to what I was talking about is, तो वो लोग हमें एक लेन में ले गए, जो मुझे लगा कि शायद मैं कोई यूरोपियन गलियों में घूम रही हूँ. वहाँ पे आप एक उनका वो देखिए, घर देखिए, उनका एंट्रेंस देखिए, everything is European. वो हमें एक अंदर घर में लेके गए and you should see the kind of work. एक wardrobe है, उस wardrobe की छोटी से छोटी चीज को, और ये सारा सब कुछ जो है late 18th century और 19th early centuries में बनाया हुआ है. एक छोटा सा, कि अगर सेफ्टी पिन भी डालनी है तो उसके लिए छोटा है, तो उसको खींचो, सेफ्टी पिन और पिन डाल दो, उसको डाल दो. So you don't need any specific डब्बा for this. So उस टाइम पे ये देखा था. So मैं आपके लिए I have 2 questions. कि सिद्धपुर जैसी जगह है हमारे पास, जहाँ पे I think one of the टाइगर श्रॉफ का एक मूवी का गाना वहाँ पे उसी लेन में जहाँ पे मैं गई थी वहाँ पे शूट हुआ है. What all places आपको encourage और आपको कर रहे हैं जहाँ पे आप costumes आपको मिलते हैं, और शूटिंग स्पेशली सॉन्ग्स के लिए आपको गुजरात में कौन कौन सी जगह यू लाइक एंड यू लव टू शूट?
सर ने अभी जो बताया कि बहुत सारे बीचीज हैं, डेजर्ट है, माउंटेन है, तो आप देखो अभी तो शूटिंग में क्या हुआ पता है कि प्री वेडिंग के लिए भी लोग बहुत ज़्यादा जाते हैं। तो एक ओकेजन है सबके घर में कि हाँ शूट तो करवाना है भाई, शादी है घर में तो शूट तो होगा, तो प्री वेडिंग के लिए भी लोग चले जाते हैं। तो उसमें क्या है 3-4 ऐसे दिमाग में फिक्स रहते हैं। फोटोग्राफर भी वहाँ पे जाके सब सेट करके आते हैं। ड्रोन का शूट करना है मैम तो आप है ना ऐसे लंबा वाला एक 15-20 मीटर का गाउन दे देना, हम लोग ऊपर से ड्रोन लेके उनको अच्छे से टॉप एंगल में शूट कर लेंगे। तो ऐसी बहुत सारी जगह है गुजरात में। तो उनको क्या है देखो ट्रैवल बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं करना पड़ता। 2 दिन की ट्रिप या 1 डे ट्रिप में भी अर्ली मॉर्निंग निकल गए तो नज़दीक में थॉल है, तो वहाँ पे बहुत बर्ड सेंचुरी भी है और वहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा बहुत पानी मिल जाएगा, जंगल जैसा भी मिल जाएगा, पोलो फॉरेस्ट है वहाँ चले जाते हैं। तो ऐसे जिनका बजट नहीं है पर शूट करवाना है और उसी ऐसी सारी जगह वो ढूंढ के लाते हैं, फोटोग्राफर्स भी ढूंढ के लाते हैं। हमारे साथ कॉस्ट्यूम वाले के साथ ऐसा टाइप हो जाता है उनका कि देखो मैम आप है ना इतने सारे इतने ये वाले कलर्स ले लो, 1-2 साड़ी बना दो, 3-4 गाउन्स बना दो, ये कर दो वो कर दो। उनका भी काम चलता है, हमारा भी काम चलता है। तो टूरिज्म वाले सर बैठे हैं खास नंदा सर, तो हम लोग भी अपना बहती गंगा में पाँव धो लेते हैं कभी कभी। तो अच्छा लगता है हमको कि बहुत सारी ऐसी जगह है जो आपने बताया कि बीचीज़ है, डेजर्ट में भी शूट कर लेते हैं और ऐसे फॉरेस्ट वगैरह भी है। सासनगिर में मेरा एक प्ले चल रहा है अभी अकुपार, 7 साल से वो प्ले चल रहा है और हम लोगों को मेरा उसमें एक सीन है कि मुझे काउ डक बनाना है। तो वो मैं वहाँ पे नेक्स्ट डे में रहे हम लोग और हमारे जो डायरेक्टर मैम है अदिति देसाई, उन्होंने हम लोगों को 10 दिन वहाँ पे रखा। तो हम लोग मालधारियों के बीच में हर रोज़ वहाँ पे सोते थे, नेक्स्ट डे में ही रहते थे। फिर हर रोज अर्ली मॉर्निंग क्या होता था, सफारी में से कोई आता था और हमको लेके जाता था। तो कभी कभी हम लोग सिंह देख के आते थे, लायंस, और बहुत खुश होते थे यार कितना मज़ा आया, कितना मज़ा आया। यस यस, कितना वो कभी भूल नहीं पाते, हम लोग कभी भूल नहीं पाते। और हमारे बच्चों को मैं स्कूल भी चलाती हूँ, तो जैसे ही मैं ऐसा कुछ ट्रैवल करके आती हूँ, शूट करके आती हूँ ना, तो सीधा स्कूल में जाके असेंबली में मेरी वही बातें होती है बच्चों से। तो डांट भी पड़ती है टीचर्स की, प्रिंसिपल मैम की, कि आप है ना हमारा टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हो, आप आओ नहीं, स्कूल में मत आओ। क्योंकि फिर बच्चे 10-12 दिन वही उनके दिमाग में रहता है कि हमको भी पिकनिक लेके जाओ। पेरेंट्स बोलते हैं कि हमारा भी कोई पिकनिक लगा दो। तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें हम लोग एक्सप्लोर कर पाते हैं। और कॉस्ट्यूम में भी ऐसा होता है कि हम लोग अलग अलग आर्टिजन से मिलते हैं वहाँ पे।
वेरी ट्रू। पबीबेन रबारी इज
यस।
एंड रिसेंटली आई वाज रीडिंग दैट कच्छ की एक लेडी है, मैं उनका नाम भूल गई हूँ, शी इज द हार्ट थ्रॉब व्हेन इट कम्स टू द फैशन डिजाइनिंग। वो अपना टिपिकल रबारी ड्रेस में है, लेकिन वो जिस तरह से कॉस्ट्यूम्स डिजाइन कर रही हैं, एंड नाउ शी हैज स्टार्टेड एक्सपोर्टिंग इट। सो यस, हमारे पास बहुत बहुत खजाना है। जी जी जी,
नहीं मालूम है,
होता है
आफ्टर उत्तरायण सर इज ऑर्गेनाइजिंग एवरी ईयर डांस फेस्टिवल एट मोडेरा। इट्स अ 3 days
और
event.
अडालज वाव और
After
रानी
15th
की
of
माँ।
January, आफ्टर 15th of January,
जी, जी।
उत्तरायण के बाद तुरंत ये फेस्टिवल 3 दिन लगातार होता है। 1 day local artists
Yes.
are performing and next 2 days national and international artists are coming to
Yes.
Gujarat for the performance. And sir has started this festival as the Modera Dance Festival.
नंदा साहब,
Yeah.
एंड यू शुड
इसका
नॉट मिस
प्रचार
दिस।
बहुत करें, प्रचार बहुत करें। कई बार ऐसा होता है कि वो अखबार में नहीं आता या कहीं नहीं होता, तो पता ही नहीं चलता, वो हो जाता है।
Oh,
उसका
yeah.
प्रचार जरूर करें जिससे ज्यादा से
सही
ज्यादा
बात।
लोग
आपका पॉइंट डेफिनेटली टेकन मैम, हम डेफिनेटली उसका भी ये आपके थ्रू हम
so nice of you, so
बताएंगे।
nice
थैंक
of
यू
you.
सो मच,
Thank you,
थैंक यू
thank
सो
you,
वेरी
thank
मच। हम जो हैं बॉलीवुड से काफ़ी इन्फ्लुएंस्ड हैं, यू नो। आजकल के नए जो आ रहे हैं उन्होंने धीरे धीरे बॉलीवुड को एक अलग ही मुकाम पे पहुंचा दिया है। एंड वी हैव वंडरफुल पीपल सिटिंग हियर, ऑफ कोर्स सुभाष सर इज आल्सो वन ऑफ दोज। बट बॉलीवुड हमें काफ़ी इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहा है, फॉर्चुनेटली और अनफॉर्चुनेटली। हमें किसी बॉलीवुड एक्टर को बोलना पड़ा कि कुछ दिन तो गुजारो गुजरात में, हाय, यू नो. सो सर, आपके लिए क्वेश्चन, क्यों हमने अमिताभ बच्चन जी को बोला कि खुशबू गुजरात की के बारे में लोगों को बताएं और लोगों को प्रमोट करें?
यस, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. कुछ दिन तो गुजारिए गुजरात में. एक 80 साल का हैंडसम बूढ़ा अगर आपको कह रहा है तो मानोगे कि नहीं उसकी बात?
बिल्कुल मानेंगे
आउट ऑफ
सर.
हिज एक्सपीरियंस वी हैव टू बिलीव दैट थिंग कि बिकॉज उस एड में देखिए कई बार उसको व्हाइट डेजर्ट रन में खड़ा कर देते हैं, कई बार पाटन की राणकी वाव में खड़े कर देते हैं, कई बार वो पावागढ़ में खड़ा कर देता है, कई बार उसको जूनागढ़ के गिरनार के और शत्रुंजय के टेम्पल्स के पास उसको खड़ा कर देते हैं, और फिर वहां से ये आदमी बोलता है कुछ दिन तो गुजारिए गुजरात में, और उसके बाद आपको लायन का फोटो शूट करता हुआ वो आदमी दिखाई दे. तो हम क्यों नहीं मानेंगे उसकी बात? क्योंकि ही हैज अ सेल्फ एक्सपीरियंस एंड इज 80 years old जेंटलमैन इज टेलिंग यू द ट्रूथ कि ये गुजरात में बिताना चाहिए. यस यस, सही बात है, वेरी ट्रू. या यस, राइट, वेरी ट्रू. That's why the government of Gujarat has utilized that particular phase. So, सर एक्चुअली क्या है कि सिर्फ अमिताभ बोलेगा नहीं चलेगा. गुजराती आर्टिस्ट एंड गुजराती पीपल हैज टू स्पीक. अगर आज मेरे घर में कुछ 2 मेहमान आए हैं तो आई हैव टू स्पेयर 1 or 2 days विद देम एंड आई हैव टू टेक देम टू द सर्टेन प्लेसेस. उन्हें बताना पड़ेगा मुझे कि भाई गुजरात ये भी है, सिर्फ मॉल का कल्चर नहीं है गुजरात, सिर्फ सिनेमा का कल्चर नहीं है गुजरात. गुजरात में नंबर ऑफ हेरिटेज प्लेसेस आर देयर एंड वी हैव टू टेक देम, राइट. सिर्फ हम लोग क्या करते हैं, या तो मॉल दिखाने ले जाएंगे या तो एक अच्छी होटल में खाना खिला देंगे तो हमारे मेहमान संभल गए. ये नहीं चलेगा.
एक्चुअली हमारा ये सेशन करने का आप लोगों के साथ ये भी आइडिया था, इसीलिए हम किसी फिल्म वालों लोगों को नहीं इन्वॉल्व कर रहे थे ज़्यादा.
Sir, I would request all of you, if you have not been to Patan at Queen's Stepwell, I request you all, જો કોઈને પથ્થરમાં કંડારાયેલું મહાકાવ્ય જોવું હોય તો પાટણની રાણકી વાવમાં જવું પડે. An epic cowed in stone before 1000 years back. You can't believe these things. તમને પાટણના પટોળાની ડિઝાઇન, that particularly Patola's design is depicted in stone. It has been carved in stone before 1000 years back. So it's a surprising thing, sir. And that local artisans has taken that design and put it in the textile. That's a wonderful thing, sir. And you can't believe it. And each and every sculpture of Queen Stepwell, Dashavatar, ભગવાન વિષ્ણુના એક અવતાર તમે જુઓ, આટલા highly curved. I am a man of Indian sculptures and architecture. I have moved throughout the country, except certain portion of the South India. If you see the northern part of the country, you will never find this kind of beautification in the sculptures which has been depicted in the Queen Stepwell at Patan. So I request you all, please spare one day and have picnic at the Queen's Stepwell at Patan and Modera Sun Temple. Do not forget to go.
Uma sir, there's a request for you. AILF ही आप ही कुछ arrange कर दो, सब लोग पहुंच जाएंगे sir.
And I am ready to be your tourist guide. I am ready to be your tourist guide. If you visit Patan, I will guide you each and every sculpture, highly decorative motifs and beautifications, and each and every sculpture has their own story.
Yes.
You will be surprised at things. Yeah. That
Absolutely.
would be wonderful thing, sir.
Absolutely. So, ma'am, do we have some time for a question?
Unfortunately, we are running short of time,
Okay.
but we can have few questions.
Yeah.
Can we take one question, please? Yes, sir.
what is the scope of agri-tourism? Now people are fed up with the urban tourism. Okay, so things are shifting from urban tourism to rural tourism. Particularly, the interest of the foreigner is increasing in the rural tourism. So I would like some light on this issue.
Uh, so far as the rural tourism is concerned, that concept yet it has been not developed properly in Gujarat. So government has to take a lot of initiatives for that, and they have to example for certain things. For one example I will give you. If you go to the one of the pole in Ahmedabad in Khadia area, the ancient house is redecorated by the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, right? And this is highly, if you enter in that house, you will feel the ancient look, the medieval periods glasses and jarukhas and balconies, everything is like that. So that kind of things we have to conceive, and it has been to develop. Yet it is not developed. But there are a lot of scope, because we can develop that kind of township, even in the Girnar, in the Gir forest itself. We can develop such nesadas, and we can, he is very much right, that we have to develop and we have to project Gujarati villages so people can visit. And we have to create certain replicas in the museums of Gujarat. That kind of replicas, if we create in the museums of Gujarat, then people will definitely attracted towards that tourism. Yes, sir.
Yes, absolutely.
Homestay is available in Ahmedabad. Yeah, that is what. Yeah.
What he, I think,
That can be
suggested
developed.
that.
That can be developed. बिल्कुल वहाँ का खाना, वहाँ का सोना, वहाँ का पीना,
Ma'am,
वहाँ के
to,
बर्तन,
yeah.
वहाँ के लाइफस्टाइल,
Yes.
वहाँ के एनिमल्स की जो प्रोटेक्शंस और जो केयर ली जाती है, और how they milking from the cow and buffalo,
Yes.
that everything can be
Absolutely implemented.
created. Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
to give you an example, during pandemic, it was a fashion, it was a huge thing. It was very much in trend these days that work from Manali, or work from Himalaya, work from Himachal. And people used to go because they all were working from home. They were to provide just internet connection, and that's it. They were getting, the houses, they can prepare their Maggie and sit and eat there. One of my friends from Junagadh, Gir particularly, he says, why don't we do it? And you won't believe, it was a huge hit. In fact, he has a resort there. He gave one particular room for 18,000 rupees per month just to stay. Internet will be provided. If you want to eat something, you have to pay extra. And for almost in 20 pandemic hit, right? So 21, after April, the second wave, May to November, his resort was absolutely packed. People were loving it because जब मन चाहा हम जंगल देखने चले गए, काम किया तो काम किया, otherwise गिरनी तळेटीમાં तो બેઠા જ છીએ, गिरनाરની તળેટીમાં. એનાથી વધારે સારું શું હોઈ શકે? So yes, that's a wonderful idea, and I think we can definitely implement this. So I really thank you all so much for your interaction, and thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am.
She has one question.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
I would
The last
like-
question we would take.
No,
Yes.
it's not a question. I want to put it something across.
Sure.
I'm Bijal Jagat. I'm from Mumbai. I've come specially from Mumbai for this session.
Lovely. Thank you so much, ma'am.
And,
We appreciate.
It's my pleasure to be here, and it's an honor to be here. And my work actually permits me to travel a lot. I'm an extensive traveler. I've been traveling past around 24 years for the companies which I've worked in. And I'm into clinical sales, basically. So it allows me to travel a lot on the company's cost.
Of course.
So-
That's a wonderful. That's a good news.
So the thing is that the places which I travel, and wherever I have some amount of time where I would want to explore myself, the small joints where I can enjoy local food, local dresses which I can explore and try on. These are something which every individual would want to, and that today the only source would be a YouTuber who would be putting out things which he has gone to certain places, and probably even government have a data where certain joints, certain places where they can put it up on the website that this particular has a good joint. Just like you said, your friend put up XYZ and then people follow there. So people are always, this is my opinion, my feedback, my suggestion, that people are always open to such small joints where, like you said, Paryatan is something really which is an eye-opener. Probably most of the people would not know that that is the design been taken up into the Paryatan of Paryatan Ka Patola. Yes. So this is something which I think would add value.
Very true, very true.
Because
thank you so much, and I would like to suggest you go to Lucky Chai today evening and have chai and
there you
maskaban.
are.
You would love that. So, all right.
This is what I actually trying to put up the joints and places and things people would know, but there are certain real joints which people want to enjoy authentic taste of that particular state.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you,
before
everyone.
we end up this program, I would request you all, if you are staying in Ahmedabad, I request you to visit 5 places of Ahmedabad. 1, Sidi Sayyadni Jali. 2nd, Julta Minara, shaking minarets. 3rd, you must go to Sarkhej, that Sarkhej Roja, and Shah Alam's Roja is also beautiful. And 5th is Adaladni Vav. Please, I request you all, if any guest comes to your place and if stay for 2 days, please take them to these 2-3 places. That is a wonderful approach for the development of the tourism.
Absolutely.
So far as the art and heritage lovers is concerned.
Absolutely.
And if you are going to Gujarat, then please I request you all to visit Queen's Stepwell at Patan and Sun Temple of Modera.
Modera.
रानी नी वाव न जुओ तो आपने क्या गुजरात देखा है.
So now
Lovely.
it
Thank you
seems
so
like
much.
changing the tagline from Kutch nahi dekha to kuch nahi dekha to Patan ni vav nathi joyi to kai nathi joyu. Okay, so it was a really interesting session. I feel that to see futuristic metropolis, we should be visiting Dholavira, and if we want to experience US Grand Canyons, we should be visiting Kutch itself. Right, so Gujarat being enjoying a huge coastal line has always been the house of people who love to travel, who have been seafarers, and I feel we are the generations of those people, so we love traveling and we'll keep the tourism alive. With this, we finish this session, and to felicitate our esteemed panelists, I have invited Mr. Uma Shankar Yadav to kindly present a memento. Thank you so much. We'll be proceeding towards the 3rd session of the day shortly.